give it the name of karma. Harry's melancholic appearance alongside Meghan at the Katy Perry concert exemplifies his personal despair. Harry, lacking any sweetness or happiness, was already ruling over his own destruction, actively creating his own state of unhappiness. He has transformed into an incredibly disappointing presence as he scowls at Katy Perry's dazzling Las Vegas performance. Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. There appear to be some issues arising within the House of Sussex, particularly involving the Duke. Over the weekend in Las Vegas, Prince Harry was observed appearing melancholic and downcast while attending a Katy Perry concert. Perry has a strong affection for glitter, rainbows, and cheer. It is the type of guaranteed light-hearted content that even Meghan Markle cannot resist dancing to. In that moment, Harry appeared as if he had received the most devastating news imaginable. The unpleasant expression he wore reminded us of Ben Affleck, renowned for his ability to exude misery as America's reigning champion. Can you recall the image of him alongside his stunning wife, J.Lo, simmering and sulking at this year's Grammys? According to sources, Jennifer Lopez allegedly expressed her frustration towards him, appearing highly driven. Perhaps Harry should also consider taking that into consideration. Except, as I presume, he desires everyone to be aware of his true level of discontent. Harry is no stranger to this situation. In September, Harry attended Beyoncé's sparkling Renaissance show, dressed in a sophisticated gray suit and remained motionless like a statue. As Meghan danced and cheered in their exclusive box at California's SoFi Stadium, he sulkily glanced at his phone. And that concludes the information we require. Despite all of Harry's wealth, reputation, privilege, and opportunities, even after all the effort he has put into achieving freedom, deep down he remains filled with resentment, anger, and bitterness. This individual, approaching the age of 40, still maintains an exceedingly limited perspective on the world. It is evident that he is displaying his clear narcissistic tendencies and lack of maturity. Ever since Meghan entered the picture, it's as if Harry's carefree persona has vanished completely. Unlike his late mother, this person genuinely derives meaning from assisting those who are less fortunate, demonstrating a clear sense of purpose beyond the Windsor family. Instead, his intention is to form partnerships with companies such as Netflix, while also indulging in publicly expressing his feelings of sadness and disappointment. It seems that Harry has transformed into a significant burden. His father's historic coronation in May is a clear indication. Harry is sitting in the third row without Meghan. Harry declined to return to Buckingham Palace after the ceremony, disregarding the opportunity to act in accordance and accept the offered olive branch. He remained completely silent towards both his father and his brother. Instead of doing anything else, he immediately returned to L.A. The royals found themselves perplexed after a whirlwind 28 hours. An individual close to the royal family interviewed by Vanity Fair expressed their confusion over Harry's presence, questioning the purpose of his visit. According to the source, individuals are responsible for the decisions they make. Currently, it appears that Harry is going through an encounter which, judging by his perpetually distressed expression, seems unfamiliar to him. Consequences. Numerous individuals have consistently cautioned Harry about the potential consequences he and Meghan would encounter due to their decisions during this unprestigious period of exile. I am aware that the initial phase was enjoyable, where we sat with Oprah and confidently expressed unsubstantiated claims of racism, barely attempting to hide our malicious desire for profit under the facade of personal growth and the pleasant Montecito environment. Meghan and Harry have become subjects of widespread ridicule and mockery. Evidently, they fail to find humor in it, therefore indicating an uncompromising stance. The enjoyment one gains from others' misfortune is truly delightful. And that episode of South Park which has gained notoriety. Harry and Meghan experienced extreme devastation. The characters were depicted as individuals who incessantly sought attention and played the victim role, even though they claimed they had no desire for it. I'm tired of constantly hearing about them. I am unable to escape from their presence. I believe that is a sentiment shared by everyone. And that was back in the month of February. Shortly following the release of Harry's book Spare, titled Wham!, the South Park episode debuted a couple of weeks later. The potential masterpiece turned into material for late-night comedians. Frostbitten penis. During an interview with Harry, Stephen Colbert playfully drew a comparison between him and the iconic character Harry Potter, and lightheartedly encouraged him to indulge in a few tequila shots for comedic effect. However, their humiliation did not conclude there. In June, Spotify decided to terminate Meghan's podcast and completely end the $20 million deal with Meghan and Harry. Bill Simmons, an executive at Spotify, openly criticized Harry and Meghan, labeling them as deceitful individuals using their platforms for personal gain. Several weeks ago, the animated series Family Guy took aim at them as well. Harry and Meghan were enjoying each other's company by the pool when a butler approached Harry with a check. According to him, "Sir, you owe Netflix millions for undisclosed reasons." Afterwards, Harry instructs to combine it with the others. Graydon Carter, the former editor of Vanity Fair, once again criticized Harry and Meghan over the weekend. He foresaw their marriage lasting for a considerable amount of time, but not stretching into several decades. In 2017, Vanity Fair featured Meghan on its cover with the captivating title, "Her Utter Adoration for Harry." Subsequently, Meghan alleged that it was an instance of racial discrimination. It's possible that Harry's anger is somehow connected to all of this. He and Meghan, the actress from the TV show Suits, were eagerly awaiting the arrival of a new chapter in their lives. They had aspirations of being viewed as American aristocracy. They were under the impression that they would receive invitations to exclusive events such as the Met Gala, the Oscars, Barack Obama's 60th birthday party, Oprah events, and George and Amal Clooney's philanthropic functions. However, none of that has transpired. The majority of individuals in Hollywood find amusement in their actions. Let's not forget Meghan's standout moment this spring when she assumed the role of the Duchess of Hertz. Following that, the car chase that ensued through Midtown Manhattan was widely regarded as a comical spectacle, simply because it was nothing short of that. They proudly asserted that they had the privilege of traveling on a private jet alongside renowned personalities such as Cameron Diaz, Benji Madden, and Zoe Saldana from the movie Avatar, all to attend a Katy Perry concert in Las Vegas. However, even if that were the case, Harry finds little solace in it. Let's contrast his current lifestyle with his previous life as a member of the royal family. It needs to appear inexpensive. To clarify, why are we participating in a joyless gathering with relatively less famous individuals merely to demonstrate what? It appears that even Harry is uncertain about the purpose. In the meantime, his father's 75th birthday celebration is drawing near. According to a source close to Charles, mentioned in an interview with the UK Sunday Times, it is clear that certain unresolved issues are preventing any reconciliation between the parties involved, indicating that a reconciliation is unlikely in the near future. However, the king's affection for his son remains unwavering despite this fact. He will always ensure his son is invited to family events, as that goes against his nature. The insinuation here is that Harry, rather than Meghan, is continually extended invitations and is consistently anticipated to decline them. Perhaps he is recognized and valued for his actions. Currently, Meghan is occupied strategizing her upcoming actions. We continuously receive news about an impending reinvention. However, Harry's thoughts must be focused on his future prospects. His memoir remains discarded in the garbage can. The era of Spotify has come to an end. I believe Netflix is on the verge of collapsing as well. And his family will never be able to place their trust in him again. Without a doubt, he has assumed the role of the ruler over his self-destructive fate, the creator of his own unhappiness. Perhaps this is the result of cosmic retribution. Possibly, it could be the result outcome. It could be seen as a form of poetic justice. However, the outcome was inevitable from the start. The prince constructed something destined to inevitably be engulfed in flames. Life only holds meaning for Harry when he is experiencing the perks and privileges of royalty. He anticipates having the safeguarding team, the fortified vehicles, residing in luxurious palaces, and every possible measure in place. He has always been more than just Harry. And clearly, he finds the prospect of spending the rest of his life surrounded by these famous individuals tedious. It is regrettable that he lacks any skill, for it could potentially lead him to secure employment and establish a fresh circle of acquaintances. Perhaps, the reality of his marriage with Meghan was far from what he had initially envisioned. I believe Harry would choose to stay at home with the children if they existed in reality. At this point, he ought to realize that Meghan never desired a peaceful existence. His current state reflects extreme unhappiness. He appears to be exhibiting signs of depression. I believe he is realizing that things are not always better elsewhere, which goes to show that one must be cautious with their choices. Regrettably, a significant number of individuals only realize this after making irreversible decisions that cause harm to others. Is it possible that Harry is finally starting to comprehend the extent of his decline? Given his utter lack of self-awareness, I highly doubt it. The era of mingling with the upper class is now a thing of the past. Now, Harry is obligated to socialize within the vacuous world of celebrities. Isn't it ironic that such a likable person like Harry is now experiencing the repercussions of his actions? He is discovering the harsh realities of cause and effect. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.